Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Today, I have just got back home not too long ago. I was staying at my grandparents' house for a couple of days. I had a doctor's appointment in the city, and because I can't drive, I just stayed there and had my mom drop me off while she was at work. So it was kind of cool. I enjoy going over there and spending time with my grandparents. I don't like to, I don't get to go over there as much as I like, but it's nice to see them, and sometimes I have worries of like, will that be the last time? Because I feel like sometimes I'm gone way too long. But anyways, this video, I hope you guys don't mind. I actually had something rendered out like 3 or 4 days ago for this video, but I was rewatching it today, and I decided I wanted to change it a lot. I wasn't happy with what I said. At the time, I thought it was good, and yeah, I'm not happy with it. And good advice if you're a commentator or you make videos or whatever it is, make podcasts, stuff. If you make something and you don't like it yourself, is there something you can do to improve it? And if so, I would do it. And here I am, I'm trying to improve. Well, there's not too much I can say about this other than one of the words that, or the phrase that comes up when I talk about this is "song" by Linkin Park, which probably many of you are very familiar with. I don't listen to them that much, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate because I know a lot of you guys are Linkin Park lovers, but it's the song "Breaking the Habit," and I have a hard time actually doing that, breaking the habit and stuff like that. I get into this little groove that all of us do. We all get into this little groove, and we get comfortable with what we're doing and stuff, and yeah, that's what makes, the time pass. Because, like, say with school, that's how I did it. I put myself into a little groove, and I got my habits, and I did things a certain way, and I got used to it, and then I just did that every day until, the time passed by or whatever, and yeah, that's how I dealt with things. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but when it comes to videos, I'm not happy. I started making videos because I wanted to have fun, and I am having fun, but I find myself having less and less fun when I get into a rut, or I get into I don't know if you want to call it a rut, but I get into a groove, and I don't know how to move, like, what direction to go to, and where do I go from here, kind of thing, But, every road comes to a stop, and you can either turn around and go back, or you can make a new path. And I'm one to believe that, it's kind of good to, like, look at other options and just, having to backtrack because, instead of progressing forward, you're having to redo some things. And sometimes it's good to redo things and get things corrected and worked out. But I'm also, like I said, I'm also one who believes that, progression and going forward with something, that's kind of important, but just trying to make sure that things are good in the first place. That's something I like to watch over. But yeah. Plus, considering the commentary was about why do we all like get anxious and frustrated, and we all get crazy really easy, and I ended up talking about a commentator who lost his cool, and I don't want to name names and stuff, but because here lately, I think people have getting really confused with each other, and honestly, guys, all of us, we make videos. The reason why is because we like to do it. We like to make videos. We like to make commentaries. We like to do these kind of things because it's fun. And why should we down someone, and why should we talk about someone a certain way that do the same exact things, as us? As gamers, we should just kind of stick together. And I know there's some people who watch my videos and aren't gamers, but, even still, we're human beings. We should just try and stick together as much as possible. Because anymore nowadays, people, are lone wolves. I mean, I'm kind of a lone wolf myself. I've kind of blocked everyone out. And, but I've kind of realized the importance of teamwork. And it's kind of funny that I say that because this morning I showed my friend Bongo and Josh Jackson, Scarface, here's your shout out. Because he says I never give him a shout out, but whatever. I sent them a picture of something called teamwork. This is what teamwork does to me. And I actually got this picture of Facebook. from a friend, and it has like 90% why, like it has 3 reasons of teamwork, like what happens when we do teamwork kind of things, and it's like 90%, you know, this is the reason why I hate people, and then like another 5% is like the material, and then like teamwork is the other 5%, and it's just like, ugh, wow, teamwork. But you know, seriously, sticking together and kind of being a team about things and kind of be a positive force behind what you're doing, it's really important, because you know, anymore these days the positive force is lacking. And what I mean by that is, you see a lot of videos nowadays dogging things, being negative. I mean, news is a negative force. I mean, how often do you see, oh wow, these people were saved today from a fire? You know, you might see that every so often, but mainly you're going to see 80,000 people died today. Yeah, buddy, how about that? And it's crazy, because they put a smile on their face and they seem to be joyed when they deliver that kind of news, and I don't really get it and understand it. But you know, so I guess kind of a good message to leave back on this is, you know, stay positive in this kind of community, whether it be Call of Duty, Halo, Gears of War, PC gaming, whatever it is. Stay positive in what you're doing. If you find yourself getting into a habit that's not good, try and break yourself of it, because here I am trying to break myself of my habits. But that's the end of the video. I really do appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you guys leave me a like, leave me some suggestions, tell me how you liked the video, if you hated it, all that great stuff. But most importantly, stick together, and I will see you guys later. Peace.